It's Turkoglu, Andre Iguodala for the lead. Yes! Oh, yes!
Hang on, everybody. We're coming in for a landing. I have a very, very, very special message for 3 Shawnee High School graduates. I'm talking to you, Adam Reynolds. Adam played hoops and finished his athletic career as a top player for Shawnee's championship soccer team. You guys are the best. You guys are winners. You guys are moving on to bigger and better things. Adam, congratulations once again. Just a couple of things before I let you guys go at night. Make sure you look around. Lock all windows and doors. And anytime life gives you garbage, you turn it into gold. Once again, congratulations, graduates.
My 2025 People's Choice Award nomination is Adam Reynolds. I first got to meet Adam when he was in middle school as a soccer player, and I've had the privilege of watching him grow up and mature both out on the fields and in the classroom over the last 7 years. When I first met Adam, he was full of energy and he had a lot to say, all of the time. Maybe too much. He honestly reminded me of what my son Jack is like right now. And it gives me great hope that my son would be able to develop into a young man as mature, responsible, and respectful as Adam Reynolds. Now, not all of the interactions between Adam and I over the years were always easy. Early on as a coach, I saw in him a young man with a ton of potential who just wasn't quite getting it. During one of his years as an underclassman, and he'll probably kill me for telling this story here in public, at soccer tryouts after the whole team got in trouble for not cleaning up the field fast enough, he decided to complete the suicide sprints that they were all doing as punishment together barefoot and at an extremely slow jogging pace, finishing way after everyone else was done. That was one of the many moments that was followed by some tough conversations and heart-to-hearts between us, and I think Adam had to find out the hard way that this type of effort and attitude wasn't going to work for him to be successful here at Shawnee. I think we could all think back to ourselves as teenagers and remember a few of our own learning moments like that, myself included. But of all the conversations I've had with students over the years like this, I don't know if I've ever had the pleasure of seeing it really, really click like what has happened with Adam over the last couple of years. Watching Adam's maturation process on and off the soccer field has been one of the greatest privileges I've ever had as an educator. I have no doubt that much of that growth can be tied back to his parents and his phenomenal support system, including many of the other wonderful educators here at Shawnee who have been such positive role models for him. But to even be a small part of his story brings me an immense amount of pride. And what a story it has been this year. Adam broke through into the starting lineup of one of the best teams in Shawnee boys soccer history and helped lead them to an Olympic American Conference championship, a South Jersey Coaches Cup championship, and a New Jersey State championship. And in the South Jersey sectional championship game against rival Morristown, late in the match, Adam scored what was the game-clinching goal to send the crowd into hysterics. So many emotions flooded my mind in that moment. I was elated to win that championship game, but I also couldn't help myself from smiling that it was Adam who put us over the top. I was beyond happy for him, and the team mobbed him. But behind that big moment in front of that huge home field crowd we played in front of in the Shawnee Stadium that day were so many smaller moments and right choices that he has made over and over and over and over again the last few years to get him to where he is now. Coach Marshall and I definitely had to chuckle off to the side a few times this year when we would hear Reynolds chewing out other guys on the team that weren't working hard enough or weren't focused enough in practice or the pregame warm-ups. Things had definitely come full circle. All the lessons that we had tried to ingrain in him throughout the years, he was passing on to the other players. He has embodied the Shawnee soccer program's motto that we have good players on the field and better people off of it. In addition, I've had the opportunity to get to know Adam as a student this year, where he took my AP economics class. He thought about dropping it at some point. We had a tough conversation, and we talked, and I was honest with him, and I said, first of all, if you leave, I'm really going to miss having you around. But I also thought that the class was a good opportunity to challenge himself with something he wasn't comfortable with. And after some reflection, Adam decided to stick with the class. At the end of the day, that now embodies who Adam is. There are no shortcuts to success. It takes hard work, perseverance, and resilience, and that's who Adam Reynolds is. I look forward to following his many successes as he graduates from Shawnee this June and begins his soccer and academic career at Arcadia University. But I'll be right here if you ever need to talk when you inevitably encounter a setback or an obstacle. I know you've got what it takes to overcome it. Best of luck.